Okay. Grand Rising, this just hit my spirit. I wanted to come tell y'all about it. I woke up like this. um, but anyway, so I created a coloring book. Now, when I was in the process of creating my coloring book, like I always, when I create things, I want to do things different than what other people are doing them. Okay, like I want to, I want to stand out. And so when I was creating my coloring book, I was looking for, something that wasn't out there, at least something that I didn't see on Amazon. And so when I started researching and looking around, I noticed that there were no coloring books that were designed to uplift children. Okay, at least there weren't any on Amazon. So I designed and created a coloring book. That's how my coloring books with positive affirmations were created. All right. Now, before I got on YouTube and started sharing my links to my coloring books, and the things that I created, there were no other. I had the only coloring book with positive affirmations on Amazon. Okay, so I'm getting on here to tell y'all this because a part of this organized crime is someone is copying my work. Okay, someone's copying my work, and then they're paying other people to copy my work in an effort to try to keep my work from being seen. Keep people from purchasing my things. I know that Amazon is purposely keeping my my books and stuff out of the logarithms. I know that already, but it's still up there. And I still, promote it. I still got my links up. But anyway, I noticed that there was nobody, that had anything like what I wanted to create. So that was when it was born. I created it, and then I created the first one. And then I started to create more of them. All right, so then I don't know, some months go by. Some months, about 4 or 5 months go by, and a little bit after I decided to start sharing on my YouTube channel my links to my coloring books. I'm very spiritually gifted, if I haven't already told y'all that. Okay, so I have the ability to see the unseen. So I got a message from the other side to go check out Amazon now. All right, because before, like I said, mine was the only one up there, and at that time I couldn't figure out why, you know, it hadn't, caught nobody's attention. But I know why, because Amazon is not putting it in people's searches or anything. But now when you go on there, so when I went back on there, I noticed, I was like, damn, like before I put my shit out here, won't no other coloring book with positive affirmations on Amazon at all. I had the only one. But now I all of a sudden see like hundreds of them. Not only that, I see some up here where they said that they created theirs before I created mine, which is a lie. Okay, so these people that have went against me, these people that are organizing this crime, these people that have been trying to bury me, literally, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally trying to bury me, these people that have went against God's chosen number one, the divine feminine, God's only chosen reader, all these people, they have paid people, they have the resources. They have people in Amazon that work with Amazon, that have the ability to keep me out of the logarithms. They have the ability to tell them what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? So they have paid people to create products similar to mine so that mine don't get seen. Okay. Um, it just hit my spirit this morning, so I just got on here to tell y'all about that. I've done the research already, but before my coloring book with positive affirmations, before mine, there were no more. I had the first one on Amazon. And then a few months later, after I started sharing my links and started telling people, hey, I got this product out here. If you're interested, you can purchase it. Then that's when I went back on there like 4 or 5 months later, and it was like hundreds of them were up there. And I'm like, damn, like, now everybody got a coloring book with positive affirmations. But although they do have these coloring books with positive affirmations, they still don't have the same effect as mine, because theirs were not made out of love. They were made out of malice, and they were made in an effort to keep someone else down. Okay, so all is just straight negative energy in theirs. Mine actually has my healing energy in it included, and it was created with love. Like, I really enjoy helping and healing people. The right people. I'm not doing it for the wrong people anymore. I'm not helping the wrong people anymore. I'm not healing the wrong people anymore. I'm not giving the wrong people any of my energy, any of my time anymore. Okay? But, and I really do love kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the kids are going to grow up to be adults. And I know that, the way that the system is set up, it's all these kids out here that need healing and that are dealing with so much that don't know how to say it. And not only that, they don't have good parents. We're not in a society where there is an abundance of good parents out here. Okay, a lot of us, we can testify to that, because a lot of us didn't have good parents. Having good parents, really good parents that really paid attention to you, really cared about you, not just financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us didn't get what we needed from our parents, and then some of us were stolen from our real parents that would have given us, real good love. But anyway, I just got on here to tell y'all about some more organized crime with Amazon. Okay, not just Amazon, but I don't know who it was that orchestrated the big old copy her. And had people create them and put their stuff up. I don't know who it was, but like I said before, let me get it. Before I jumped out on the scene with my invention, nobody else. There were no more. But I did notice that there was someone up there that put up there that they created theirs in like 21, 22 or something before I created mine, but that's a lie. They just put that up there because you could put anything up there. But that was another way. That's another way that the people who are organizing these crimes are trying to bury me. What they think that they can do, but what they don't understand is that God is in charge. God is writing my story. And they're not in charge of my life. They never were. They never will be. God was just allowing them to think that they had that type of power so that he could catch them up in their own will. I pay attention to everything, and they're going to put me on everything. But I just got on here to let y'all know, before my coloring book plus positive affirmations, and I did copyright it. I did put a copyright on it. And I think I'm going to be suing everybody, too, because y'all not supposed to be copying my shit. Not even the idea of it. I'm supposed to have the only one. I don't give a fuck. But that just came through. But anyway, I'm suing every goddamn body. But Amazon too. I'm suing y'all too. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all more about that. And also my healing products. There was someone that was inside of the IOP program that I attended at Carey Behavioral. I have her address because I sent her a copy of it. I believe that she shared that with someone who has tried to copy my idea. The girl that's got the shadow work journal, she's made like 3 of them. If it really worked, you only need one. I'm just saying. Keila, Shaheen, or whatever her goddamn name is. The person, she's not qualified to heal. She made another shadow work journal, and in that second one, I think it's the second one, she's trying to steal my ideas too. Because in my shadow work journal, I put in there writing a letter to yourself. Okay. Her second edition has copied me. Okay. And she put in there to write a letter to yourself. Somebody gave her the information about it. But I know for a fact that I sent the copy to Keith, Cleon Simmons. I sent a copy to him. I'm not sure if he actually got the copy that I sent to him. But I did see him a copy when I first made it. He was the first person that had it. Because like I said, I enjoy healing people. And, I was led to send him a copy. So I sent him a copy. And then I sent her a copy as well. I got her name somewhere. I got her name in my Amazon account from when I sent. I got her name and her address. But between Keith Cleon Salmons and the lady that I sent one, like I think she was somewhere in around in the Raleigh area, somewhere around there. Someone has shared the contents that are inside of my healing, my shadow work journal. They have shared that with the lady that got the shadow work journals that ain't really doing nothing but just telling people about shadow work. Her stuff ain't healing nobody. Okay, 'cause she's not a healer. She's just somebody that went to school. I'm gonna say it again. She's just somebody that went to school and got the knowledge and the education. She used to be a therapist or some shit from what I've seen. So she is in here. She's in there with the big people who, they just want to capitalize off something. They don't really care about you. Hence why her shadow work journal is not helping nobody with shadow work. But all my stuff is copyrighted. So to anybody and everybody who has copied my work, they have told me about it. There is evidence of me being copied. And I will be suing all you motherfuckers. Anybody that stole my ideas, try to take them as they own. That bitch, you put my shit in your book. You ain't had that shit. That's my idea. I'm going to be suing you. Okay? You and everybody else. You and your crew. Okay? All of y'all gonna get sued. But I just got on here to tell y'all about some more organized crime. And I will be putting a video up too from early this morning at like 3 o'clock. 10B, the lady in 10B, she was knocking and banging on stuff and yelling last night. Okay, and I think the people that beside me, like behind me, I don't know this apartment number. They were too, but then at some point I just put the camera on and started recording it because they were very, very loud. But I know that this was organized crime with Holly Ridge because they trying to get me out.
I made them my pill different.
Okay, don't be peeling it. But I just got on here to tell y'all about the organized crime with Amazon and KDP, Amazon KDP, and them stealing my ideas and trying to make them their own and trying to keep mine out of the public view, keep mine out of the public view.
All right. So I can close it up.